So, who are you?
Greg Shimon, owned a company called Embroidery, Hartford, Wisconsin.
And how long have you been doing embroidery?
20 years.
You have the laser running for how many days?
2.
And when you got your first embroidery machine, do you remember how difficult it was?
Yeah.
How would you compare once you got the laser set up to learn?
I think when it comes down to knowledge, everybody's years young. But once you learn how to do it, it's nice and easy.
You were looking at big lasers.
Yes, I was.
And you're a big operation. You want to tell people how many heads you have? Do you mind?
I've got 138 heads.
Okay.
And we're looking at a bridge, but it's too expensive. And I thought that from the aspect of the etching was going to be more popular than the application. Still wouldn't be able to do both. So, but I think etching, especially in this area, we're in the upper Midwest, we can do a lot of etching.
So what stuff have you tried today when you started using the laser? What stuff have you tried today?
Okay. Well, we etched t-shirts.
Yeah.
Over here, we etched t-shirts, etched color fleece. T-shirt we etched.
We washed that one, right? And dried it out?
This is the one that was washed.
Yeah.
We dried it again. But for the most part, just a reverse application.
How do you, what would you say to somebody else looking at the laser? Somebody else has to make a decision. Why go with something like this? It's pretty new in the market. It's not like it has a 20-year history like your machines.
Well, you want to be the first one on the block to be out there showing this to people. I've had customers come in and see what we're doing, and they're excited. It's very unusual to come up with a new process that when you do, you got to hit the street running, because before the market gets filled up with another embroidery shop or screen print shop around the area, you want to be the first and hit the street running, so you can be like the TCBYs of the world, where when you're the first one in, you're great, but if you're the last one in, not so good.
What's the advantage to this standalone laser versus a bridge or vice versa? I know you don't have a bridge, so it's maybe hard to make a comparison, but...
Well, the bridge, just some of the things that I heard about it, A, it's expensive. B, you have to have the room. C, if you never ask to move, it's going to cost you a lot to move it. And it didn't make sense for us.
What about the fact that you have to walk your embroidery hoops over to the laser? You've got like a C. How many heads have you calibrated?
I've calibrated 24 heads, 4 machines. And the thing that I like is, from what I've seen, is that you can do one process, empty the machine, load it back up, and one person can be over here cutting the applicator, so the machine is constantly running.
And you don't think there's an advantage if there's a disadvantage to having to walk to the laser?
No. We try to keep it, as you can see, we try to keep it really close to the machine, so I don't think that's a big issue.
Venting any issue, learning the use of the laser, dealing with the laser? You've been inside the laser, you've seen it set up, you're involved in everything. Anything intimidating for you now? No?
I was the guy that was in the compression business. I got a compression machine, and I was the first one in the whole state to have a compression machine too. So it's like, you got to remember, if it was easy, everybody could do it.
Are you saying that this is difficult?
No. What I'm saying is that if anything is, if you look at from a fear standpoint, if you're afraid of it, I mean, why even do it? If it was easy, my point is, everything takes a learning curve, and everything's a little bit different. So once you learn it, though, it's easy.
What's the motivation for even getting a laser in the first place? Like, why would you even consider it?
Again, it's something to give my customers an option of decoration.
Were you forced to do it, you think?
No. I just, when I started the company, we started with all old machines and stuff, and we built up and made money. And I think this is just the next progression. So
You got to tell my people. You mean to make money, right?
Yeah, well, it's definitely to make money. I mean, I'm not doing this to, I could have bought a condo instead of this. But
Can you tell people how small the condo would be?
yeah, so I mean, just from the standpoint, no. I mean, was it a forced issue? No. Was it an issue to generate a new form of decoration? Yes. And I think that's the thing that excites people is that you can give them different options on decoration. Embroidery, let's face it, you can only do so much. You can't embroider the bill of a cab. You can etch it. So you're giving them other options that not even screen printers can offer.
You keep mentioning the etching. Is that so important?
For us, it's very important. Because like I said, this area, because we do a ton of polar fleece, in the wintertime, I mean, I can't tell you how much polar fleece that we do. And to offer another option besides embroidery on it is going to be huge.
What about for the people in the south who may never get near fleece? Did you do any golf stuff here?
Oh, sure. I mean, as you see, some of the stuff that we've done, the etching of a placket or etching of a collar and stuff. There's so many other options that you can use it for. My market is polar fleece. We're going to do probably quite a bit of felt shirts and stuff as we get into the summer. But I'm just more jazzed about being able to etch polar fleece and give my customers another option.
So people don't have a heart attack. I know you bought a laser which has a lot of upgraded on power, and you got everything. There was no question. You said get me the top of the line, pretty much.
Yep.
Compared to a bridge laser, is it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times the price? Half the price? What do you know the prices?
It's a third of the price of the bridge. I got some quotes on it, and they came out with like $180,000, and that was a demo model. I mean, something brand new. They're looking at $220,000. So. It was unrealistic.
Anything that you're missing by not spending $220,000 and spending a third of the price?
Besides the headaches of, if I ever wanted to move, because I rent, I just think that this is a better option for us, because if we wanted to move, it's not going to cost me $20,000 to move this.
And last question is, are you comfortable with the vendor? Did it help you make a decision knowing that it's like 85% U.S. content in the laser at all?
No, I mean, most of that, actually surprised me that most of it came from the United States, but it gave me reassurance too that if a part does go or something like that, it's here in the States.
Okay.
So.
Good. I thank you very much.
Thank you.